Hello guys, it's Alec here to show you some new features in the MyBI app version 3.547. Alright, so we've launched the app on the 25th of July 2023, and some of the new features are working capital related. So we are very passionate about working capital. That ultimately drives a business's cash and its ability to service a day-to-day need. Right, so you also see that these new features are highlighted in this green arrows, and it ultimately is mostly situated within debtors analysis, the creditors analysis, and the cash book analysis. All right, so nice for those people that do debtor reconciliations and creditor reconciliations and also cash book recons, and the teams that communicate with customers and suppliers, etc. Right, so let's quickly firstly have a look as to how we can access these reports in MyBI. It's a one click. You ultimately just click through on any of these reports and you'll be led there. This environment is our demo environment. It's got 3 companies in this consolidation, so you'll see this demo data just being reflected in this demo. And then another way also to get there is actually to go through the links in the dashboard. So if you click on the dashboard icon, you'll be led to the dashboard, and from there you can click on the working capital bubbles that are related to these reports, debtors, creditors, or cash book. So as it loads, the reason why it takes just a short while to load is ultimately it prepares for the user the report. So here you'll see this is the dashboard, and you can also click through on these bubbles through to the various cash book or debtor and credits analysis. All right, so let's quickly go just back to the main page, and then we'll go firstly to the data analysis. All right, so a big thing for us is that it now integrates into an Outlook environment, meaning that you can communicate quickly to your customer base from your data analysis. So you'll see that it actually calls up from your Pastel database your email addresses that are loaded per customer, and that means you now have the ability to quickly send, by these icons, to quickly send a detailed ledger to any of these customers. If you are in a consolidation environment, you'll also see that we've now added the actual consolidation company name that drives, or that the company at the entity is linked to. Now in an instance like this where you've got the same name, it does help you to see which company it actually relates to. And if you were to open any of these, you can actually click anywhere and it'll give you the ability to open the detail, and as you've previously seen, but you can also now click anywhere and double click to close it again, and it will be you'll still be left on the cell that you highlighted. Right, so some of the other features, as I said, the Outlook. Now I'm going to click here. It will now, if you've got Outlook on your computer, it will open your Outlook, and it will ultimately generate an email that says that is generic of nature, but it goes and grabs some of the information that's in your master file environment. And here you'll see it's actually gone and it's grabbed that email for link to that account, which ultimately in the back sits there, PREC at domain, and then it's gone and it is now put in that email in my in the subject field. It's actually taken the actual customer number. It said to the detailed, and it said dear contact person. So this is just a generic kind of message, but it tells you exactly what this information is all about and how much is owed to that customer. And now you've got the ability just to give them a quick detail overview. All right, so that helps just to quickly communicate to customers. So working capital is a big thing to make sure that you ultimately are integrating and communicating well with your working capital environment, so that your working capital is as healthy as possible. Right, the same applies for your credits analysis. You've also got the functionality to communicate to your creditors. So when you have something when you use that feature with this month aging, I think it's a very nice way to generate stuff like a payment remittance. So if you were to say, well, I'm going to pay, if a supplier asks you, what are you going to pay me? You can say, well, I'm going to pay you last month's invoices, and that'll ultimately go and fetch only the last month's invoices, and you say, that's what I'm going to pay you. Now you'll see it's only transactions that are there, and you say, well, here's your payment remittance, and that'll generate only the last month's invoices. Just by the way that the month slicer works is it goes and it ages your invoices by a bucket. So your current month is the month that you're currently in when you've opened the app. Currently it's in July, so everything for July would be marked as current. Last month would be June, so that'll be June of 23, and then last -1 would be May of 2023, and older would just be everything before May. So now you've got June highlighted here, all invoices. So if you've got a 30-day from statement, you would know you can tell your supplier these are the loaded invoices within the environment that you are actually going to be paying at the end of July. Right. Let me just bring everything back. Then the last thing is the cash book analysis feature. So cash book analysis, you'll see that it brings through all your cash books. So now the cash book clerks and finance people can easily go and do a reconciliation across a company or within a company. It'll show you all your cash books, and you've got now the ability to see which of those cash books you have to reconcile. And you can also use the calendar slicer at the front to highlight up to which period you want to actually reflect. And here on the right hand side, you'll see that it actually gives you the latest date of transactional data, so the latest date that you've processed data into each cash book. So also enabling you to now say, well, up to when has my cash books been updated? So you can also do a reconciliation based on that principle, so that you're not confused as to which cash book and up to when you can reconcile. Right, so these are the new working capital features. We really love working capital. We think it's, the heartbeat of a business, and we really hope these new features help you in your Pastel databases to really enhance and get your working capital more healthy and also more manageable on a holistic level. And just remember, MyBI app plugs into any Pastel partner, Pastel Express or Sage 50 Cloud database, and it can also consolidate multiple of these databases into one single app like this to automate and to enhance your ability to report. All right, thanks guys, have a great day. Bye.